Let's call the January 26th meeting to order. Please remain standing. The Bristol... let's just do the Pledge of Allegiance right now. I'll say it after that. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, please remain standing for a moment of silence for Maria Ciccoletti. She was our guidance secretary, and the family has a scholarship set up. So if anyone would like to contribute, please see Beth Gallagher. Okay. All right. Roll call.
Mr. Cullen?
Mr. Cullen is excused.
Ms. Curran?
Here.
Mr. D'Angelo?
Here.
Mr. Poliafco?
Here.
Mr. Parolo?
Here.
Mr. Smith?
Here.
Mr. Stiltner?
Here.
Ms. Paglione?
Here.
Mr. Ciccoletti?
Here. Solicitors report on executive session.
Yes, Mr. President, briefly, the executive session commenced tonight at 6 p.m. All members who are present at this meeting were present at the executive session along with Dr. Davis, Mr. McHugh, Mr. Gatto, and myself. Informational items were discussed as well as personnel and security items. The executive session concluded just before this meeting started at approximately 6:28 p.m. That is my report.
Thank you, Mr. Trulove. Approve the agenda with said addendums.
I motion we approve the agenda with said addendums.
Mr. D'Angelo, do I have a second?
I second.
Ms. Curran? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. There are no reports tonight. They're going to be held off until...
Can I just make a quick comment, Mr.
Sure,
Ciccoletti?
absolutely.
Just so we're in compliance with Title I, Title II, and Title IV, there's nothing new to report for that, just so we have that, that's all. I just want to make that on the record.
Thank you, Mr. McHugh.
Yep.
Thanks for reminding me. Public participation. Anyone from the public?
Thank you, Mr. Ciccoletti. Not too many members of the public here tonight. I will not take much of your time. I want to first just share my condolences at the passing of Maria Ciccoletti. She was a fixture in this district for so many years, and we will miss her. And yes, very quickly, very happy, and I know very many other people are too, with the restoration of the elementary school library, deservedly named in honor of Mary Gesualdi. And I know there has been discussion of renovating and restoring the high school library as a modern multimedia center. And I just would like to know how that project is continuing. Is there staff as well as board involvement in it? And does the board plan to allocate funding for that in the next year?
Mr. Fine, the Buildings and Grounds Committee has all these projects that we're looking at. So Mr. Smith and Ms. Curran volunteered to take on their part of the Buildings and Grounds, and me and Mr. Parolo, we're going to handle, along with them, the major projects, getting the bids and everything. They're going to be in charge of the renovation of the library for this media center. So I'll have them give you updates. We have a budget for that area. It's a matter now of when this is going to get done.
Do we have hope that it could be for the next school year?
It'll be for the next year.
There's a good possibility that it will be, yes. We're looking at a couple $1 million worth of projects, but they all can't get done, this year. So as we progress and we put bids out, we'll see, hopefully things come in a little lower, but I'll let Ms. Curran and Mr. Smith give you an update as to where they're at on that project.
Currently, right now, it's on the budget for 2024, but we're going to do everything we can to try to get it for next school year. We're also going to be taking Dr. Davis over to visit Conwegan again, so he has an idea exactly what vision we're looking at. It's not going to be exactly what Conwegan, I'd like it a little bit better, But again, it's all going to come down to what the budget's going to be and what's going to be provided, and I believe there's going to be a budget meeting coming up. So we'll know then what numbers we're dealing with and what we can and cannot do. But the project has not dropped. It's always been on the radar. We're just waiting for these numbers and stuff to come in.
Good, that's encouraging. The libraries, or media centers as they are today, are really important parts of the district. I'm glad to see that recognition on the board's part, and glad to see that you're pursuing it. So thank you very much. I'd also like at some point an update on the music, the instrumental music program, but that can wait till another time.
1 minute, because it's very important. I know you have a passion for that. And the music program currently has over 70 students involved. Dr. Downey was given a budget. He purchased some of that stuff, correct, Dr. Davis?
Correct.
It already is coming in. So we're up and running, and he had to ask for a few more hours, actually, because of such a busy, more students want to get involved in this. So we're looking at everything. The students are, that's almost 10% of our school is interested in music. But Dr. Downey's going to give the board an update, because he was also hired as a consultant, and he's going to be giving us an update within the next 6 weeks. And then maybe I'll bring him to, not maybe, I'll bring him to a school board meeting and let him give a report.
That would be great.
How's that?
And I'm terribly sorry we missed the Christmas concert. We were out of town, but I've heard good things about it.
You couldn't have got in, it was packed.
That's fantastic.
No room.
And I hope we'll have a spring concert to look forward
I
to,
think
too.
that's, but in 6 weeks, they played instruments, so it was great.
Okay.
Mr. Fine, just to continue what Mr. Chickaletti said, Mrs. Rosado left me a report. Okay, in addition to what Mr. Chickaletti stated, instruments include flute, clarinet, trumpet, saxophone, trombone, and percussion. Students are taught to read music phonetically by tapping their feet and singing. They are integrating math and science into music classes. And to your last statement, the spring concert will take place in May 2023.
Fantastic.
Wow. Thank you, Dr. Davis.
Thank you very much, Dr. Davis, and gentlemen, ladies.
Anyone else from the public? State your name, sir.
Yes, my name is Raphael Nova.
I'm sorry, Raphael?
Raphael Nova. Yep, I'm sorry, I'm out of breath, I just ran here. So my concern is with some material that my child brought home one night, and she wanted me to take a look at it, because she was concerned that it was, we're Christian at home, so, I make sure that I teach my kids, morals, respect, and all that good stuff. And, she just brought something home one night that I was concerned about. And the first go-around, I kind of let it go, but the second one, I'm kind of concerned with this material. And the material that I'm talking about comes from the SERP Institute, and it's the Word Generation classroom work that they're getting. So I'm trying to find out if this is something that the board has approved.
Excuse me, sir. What grade?
Sixth grade.
We're going to,
Respectfully, did you go to the administration?
So I sent an email around. I got one phone call. I copied a couple people, got one phone call. And that was about it. So last time I did something like this, and I was told that this is the right place to come and discuss these things. So
okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to have the, is it junior, is it the elementary school or high school?
elementary.
Elementary school, okay. I'm going to set up an appointment with the principal and Dr. Davis.
Okay.
And at your convenience, you could sit down with them and discuss this.
Okay.
How's that sound? And then, if you're not satisfied, we'll welcome you back.
All right, that sounds good.
But we're gonna let them handle it. They have all of the facts.
Okay, and again, as far as this SERP Institute, is it something that was approved by the board, or?
I'm not even,
I have to get more information.
Okay.
yeah, I'm not
Can we
sure.
see that? Okay.
Sure, yeah.
What grade, sixth grade, right?
That one's probably not that bad. They're just topics that I don't think that they're appropriate for kids that are 11 and 12. That's me personally, and I just think it needs to be probably discussed with parents or just evaluated, because
Okay.
Absolutely.
And we'll let the administration set up a meeting with you. So after our meeting, if you want to hang around, give Dr. Davis your phone number, And
I'm sorry,
I'll get your phone number.
you have to leave?
I have to head out.
Okay.
Do you want this
Give him
back
your
right
phone. Here,
Sir?
sir.
Write his phone
Sir,
number on it.
don't say it in public. Come up here and write it on that piece of paper. Dr. Davis will be, he'll be in touch with you.
Well, no, if you want, you could keep that on.
Yes, okay, thank you, I appreciate that. And I'll be in touch, I'll be on the phone to you tomorrow. We'll say, appreciate talking to Mrs. Otto.
And again, that one wasn't all that bad. There was other ones that.
But we
you know,
still want to talk.
That's just a sample of them.
Still want to.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks for coming. Okay, that ends public participation. Let's go on to our agenda items.
Okay,
Number 6.
item 6, routine monthly business. I motion to approve the minutes of November 3rd, November 17th, and December 8th, 2022 meetings. Item B, approve the list of bills for December 2022 and January 2023. And item C, approve the treasurer's report for November and December 2022.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second, Mrs. Paglione. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Number 7.
Under new business, I motion to approve the Plan Con Part K as set forth in the attachments from PDE and Calhoun Baker regarding the refinancing of the 2021 general obligation bonds.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mrs. Paglione?
Just
Any
real-
questions?
Just real quick, this is standard for for us to apply for subsidy from Plan Con. This is a required document they need in order to give us the subsidy.
Thank you, Mr. McHugh. Good job. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Personnel.
Okay, Mr. President, I would motion that we adopt a resolution approving Dr. Brodus Davis as the superintendent of schools for the Bristol Borough School District as presented.
Okay, I have a second by Mrs. Paglione. We all have Dr. Davis's contract in front of us, so upon approval, I'll sign the agreement. You have it, Mr. Trullo?
I do, sir, yes.
Okay, so that's the one we have to sign?
Well, it's the one
Okay.
able to sign anyway.
My pen don't have ink, but...
There you go.
Okay.
We have that too.
I'm kidding. Okay, so,
Yeah.
okay, so we're going to vote on Dr. Davis's contract. Everybody had a chance to review it. So John made the motion. Do I have a second? Second. Mrs. Paglione? All those in favor? Aye. Nays, abstentions? Welcome aboard, Dr. Davis, again.
Thank
Okay,
you.
and I'll sign it.
Look forward to working with the entire board on continuing what we're doing now, moving forward. Not backwards, but moving forward.
Okay, and I guess item B, Mr. President, is just kind of a formality.
Yeah.
So I would make a motion, the motion is in order to approve a 4.5-year superintendent's agreement with Dr. Brodus Davis as presented.
Okay, and do I have a second? Mrs.
Second.
Paglione? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries.
Okay, where we at? Item C, approve the resignation of professional employee Jane Doe pursuant to a negotiated settlement agreement effective January 19th, 2023.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mrs. Paglione? Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Item D.
Item D, I approve, Mr. President, make a motion to approve to hire Daniel DeLuca in the dramatic supplemental position. The rate is 55% of $4,000, no benefits, as per the master agreement, effective the 2022-2023 school year.
Second.
Mrs. Paglione, second. Questions?
Yeah, can somebody explain this?
Mr.
It's
McHugh?
for the school play.
Play. Just to play?
For them to do the spring play. I think it's the Little Mermaid.
Yes.
Is there a drama teacher there?
No.
No, he
We
replaced
did
her.
that previously. We had outside people come because no one applied.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Okay, so all those in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention, motion carries. Item E.
Mr. President, I motion to approve to hire the following day-to-day substitutes teachers at a rate of $115 per day, no benefits as per the master agreement, effective the 2022-2023 school year, and they would be Karen Aquino, Michaela Coughlin, Peter Musi, and Candace Stanton.
Second.
Second by Mrs. Paglione. Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Abstention? Motion carries. Item F.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve to hire Brian Johnson as a van driver at $14.70 per hour, no benefits, as per negotiated contract, effective 2022-2023 school year.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Mrs. Paglione. Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Abstentions?
Two more here, one more?
One more, Mr.
Item
D'Angelo.
G, I make a motion that we approve to hire Carmen Melendez as cafeteria employee, $10.89 non-certified rate, $15.32 certified rate, no benefits, as per the negotiated contract, effective in the 2022-2023 school year.
Second.
Second by Mrs. Paglione. Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Nays? Abstention? Motion carried. Information and discussion. The next public board meeting is scheduled for February 16th, 2023. Bristol High track. We are looking into resurfacing our track, which is behind the high school. So that will come up at our next board meeting. We're getting prices on that, so the board was informed of that tonight. And we'll be voting on that at the next meeting. So go around the horn real quick here. Mr. Smith?
I have nothing.
Ms. Curran?
I just have two things, or one thing really, that the Bristol Borough Rec Program is off to a great start with the basketball program. There's roughly 220 students that are registered. Wow. And that they are, they're hosting 2 open gyms this weekend. January the 28th is an open gym for 3rd and 4th graders at Snyder from 10 to 11, and 5th and 6th graders from 11:15 to 1 p.m. And then on January the 29th, it's going to be 3rd and 4th graders from 10 to 11 at Bristol High School, and then 5th and 6th graders will be from 11:15 to 1 p.m. at Bristol High School. We'll post this on social media as well, but it gives an opportunity for the students to come out and just become a little more comfortable with dribbling and some soft skills, and then they'll continue. I believe they're doing a few weeks of practices, and then they'll start rolling into the games. So we'll have more updates on that.
Good.
Thank you,
Good for the
Mr.
kids to get interact with each other as well.
Good, that's great. Mr. Perola?
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate the recreation program because it is doing very well. And I'd like to thank Dr. Davis for joining the team. We have a solid team. People don't realize how good we have it. With all these people, Nick, Kelly, and Dr. Davis, they really run the ship. So they do a great job. And I'd like to thank Mr. Trulove, who's got to reach in his pocket tonight.
That's on public record.
Okay, so,
Glad that'll be in the
so
minutes.
on that note,
On that
are you
note, I'll
done?
move on.
Mrs. Paglione?
I'd just like to congratulate Dr. Davis for getting his contract and staying for another 4.5 years.
Okay, Mr. Poliafco?
Congratulate Dr. Davis. Welcome, Doc. Good to have you. I'm good. That's it.
Mr. Stiltner?
Just as they said, congratulate Dr. Davis. It's great to have somebody at the helm for 4 years, steering ahead, moving forward, not looking back, and looking forward to it.
Dr. Davis?
Thank you. Again, I'm glad to be back home. I'm looking forward to work with everyone individually and collectively to do what's necessary on behalf of the most important people in this district, called the kids. And that's why we're here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Davis. Mr. Trulove?
Just looking forward to working with Dr. Davis. I've enjoyed the working relationship we've had, and now look forward to many more years of that. Thank you.
Mr. D'Angelo?
2 things. We had, and I want to thank Mr. Anastasia. We had our senior night for our girls' basketball. Great crowd, parents involved. Great record of all the kids making sure their grades are enable them, to let them play. And then, last night, the wrestlers had their senior night. Again, a great parents, kids, great sportsmanship, and our senior night for our varsity boys will be on Friday, February 10th. And again, thank you, Mr. Nastasi, because in addition to his being the principal, he's there at night after school. I don't think he goes home. Maybe we'll get in that library, we'll get a little cot for you.
Yeah, a little pull out would be good.
But again, thank you, Nick. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. D'Angelo. Once again, welcome back, Dr. Davis. Going to be a pleasure working with you. This is not a joke. Mr. Trulove, you handed me the contract, but there's no place for me to sign. No, there's not.
Really?
This is not.
All right,
There's
well,
You spoke too soon.
Draw a line.
Honestly,
here, you know what, hold on, I have,
The last page.
well, actually, that came from the packet I got tonight. So I have my,
okay, so I wasn't joking. Okay.
my copy had it.
Dave, it's on the back page,
Page
16.
It's the one that you folks had in the packet.
Here, not on that one.
You can't make this up.
I was gonna say, I was like, I thought I saw.
My copy had it.
Wasn't on his.
All right.
There it is.
All right, excellent. Thank you.
Okay, with no other business, we're going to adjourn for tonight. Meeting adjourned.